Hey, it's James from Marketing for Restaurants here, episode 135 of Secret Sauce, the restaurant marketing podcast. What is working today in restaurant marketing, 19th of March 2020, COVID Stupid Coronavirus Special Edition.
Some restaurants are quiet, lose money, and the owner works 70 hours a week. Other restaurants are busy, profitable, and the owners work a few hours a day. What's the difference? They have a secret sauce. Join James from Marketing for Restaurants as he helps you come up with your recipe for restaurant success. Your secret sauce.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Our two previous podcasts, so the COVID-19 survival guide for your restaurant, emergency marketing plan for your restaurant. The survival guide is 9-10 days old. It's pretty old now. Things are moving really, really quickly. New York, a couple of days ago, has been restricted to takeout only. That is a complete nightmare for a lot of restaurants. That's creating huge issues. In Australia today, the latest thing that's happened is the limitation on the number of people who can attend a venue, so down to 100. What I want to do is just share with you what I see as working today, the ad campaigns that we're running that are resonating with potential customers and that are, trying to eke that little bit of revenue out of customers. The first thing is an appeal to customers to come out and help you. Hey, we're a local restaurant. We're a local business. We're a family business. Don't forget us. We're still open. These are the precautions that we're taking. We've got our social distance. We've cut down the number of tables so that everyone's got their space. We've increased the amount of cleaning. We're cleaning everything after every guest comes. Please come and support us. We're seeing that working fairly well. Secondly, and this is quite funny, that the whole team, anyone who's been speaking to restaurants, the thing that we're putting into our messaging is ask your landlord for a rent holiday. Multiple people have said, is that a thing? Hey, it wasn't much of a thing before. Got to tell you, it's a thing now. Get on the front foot. Talk to your landlord and say, look, this is where we're at. This is what's happening. And you know what? If things change, let them know that things have changed. But there's deals to be made. There are deals to be made. So get on the front foot, work with your landlord. Look, you know what? Some of them are going to be not very nice people and they're going to say tough. There's not much you can do there. Some of them are going to be just as scared as you and they're going to be keen to keep a good tenant if you've been a good tenant. And some of them are generally out there to help people, depending on their situation. They may not need the money. They might be a property investor with a large portfolio and, not owe a lot to the banks. In those cases, and let's face it, if they do owe money to the banks are being very accommodating, we've found. So they can probably go without the rent, potentially. So definitely talk about a rent holiday. Maybe it's going to be half rent, whatever it is, whatever you need to get the runway that you need, and i.e. what's your cash burn going to be? What are your staff? What are your fixed costs? If you can, and this is really sad, but some people are laying off all of their staff, trying to get a rent holiday so that there'll be something that they can come back to in 8, 12, 16 weeks. We're thinking in Australia, worst case scenario, 8 weeks. Average case scenario. In the United States, it might be a bit longer, but you got to be trying to cut down all of the expenses that you can. If you can get money in the door, then get money in the door. But yeah, some people are just walking away, hoping to come back in some period of time. Others are just walking away. And that's the sad bit. That's the hard bit for us because, we're here to try and help everyone, but not everyone is going to survive. So straight up, not everyone's going to survive. But talk to your landlord, see what you can do. Got to tell you, in 3 or 4 months' time, there's pretty much going to be no one looking to start a new restaurant because times are changing. This is something that no one's seen before. There's a lot of people out there who are pretty depressed and doing it pretty tough. I've got to say that there's one thing that everyone needs to focus on. I put a post up this morning, or I think it was this morning, maybe yesterday, about, there's a couple of certainties. 1, the sun is going to rise tomorrow. 2, at some stage, the virus is going to recede. At some stage, the economy is going to get back to moderately normal. And 99.99% of the people that I know are going to be alive to see that day. We need to focus on that. There's a video of a shopping centre in Singapore, and Singapore has gotten back to normal after really tight clamp down from 7th of February. So 6 weeks, Singapore's pretty much back to normal. We're hearing the same thing out of Hong Kong, and it sounds like China as well. So focus on that. Hopefully it's going to be a bit of a, I don't know what your time frame is. 5 weeks is a fairly long time, 6 weeks. But, hopefully this is what we're sort of going to be thinking about. For us, though, from a social media marketing point of view, I think the really big thing is a lot of the time we like to use Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's a little bit of an old theory, but, it's always about self-actualization, making people happy, excited about who it is. They want their wife to like them or their girlfriend. And a lot of the messaging that you'll do in a restaurant is around that. No, all of that has gone out the window. So a couple of things that we've been doing is I took a photo of some from our local supermarket, and it was basically just some pasta flour. And we've been using that with an Italian restaurant, just saying it looks like people don't know how to cook pasta. So there's a row of empty shelves where the normal flour is meant to be, for making bread. That's all gone. And there's some pasta flour there, the 00 stuff. I bought some. I'm going to cook some on the weekend. It's going to be epic. But that's the only thing that's there. And all we've done is said, oh, look, it looks like people don't know how to cook pasta. Come in, we're cooking our award-winning pasta and it's going really well. And we've got plenty of it here for you. That is going really well, that sort of message. Also, another one of our customers just sent in, and I said straight up, a pretty crappy photo. I'd been into the restaurant, I'd taken a really nice photo of a burger. He had a photo that wasn't very good, nowhere near as good as mine. And it was literally of some patties. I'd asked him to do it because I thought we'd have a bit of a chance with this one. It was just a picture of some hamburger patties, because a lot of the supermarkets are selling out of patties. Not patties, meat. I went to 2 supermarkets on Monday night looking for toilet paper, couldn't find any toilet paper, and they're also out of meat as well. Now, once again, flexitarian, I'm not overly fussed because we're eating a lot more vegetarian meals these days. But if you want meat, then you're going to have to go to a restaurant. Literally, if I wanted a meat meal, it'd have to be at a restaurant. So this is a big thing to be thinking about, just this lack of resources. Hey, we've got meat. Because, the fun fact is a lot of restaurant suppliers have got supplies. So whether it's a fine Wagyu steak that you've got, or whether it's just some hamburger patties, that's the kind of messaging we see is working really quite well, creating that conversation and getting customers to come in. And I think that's the really important thing that we want to be focusing on. Last thing that we want to talk about is delivery. If you're going to be using Uber Eats or any one of those guys, put your prices up 35%. Because straight up, people are now ordering. As I said, if you want a meat meal, you're going to have to order it. If you can't do delivery, then use something like Uber Eats, Menulog, Just Eat, whatever, because people can't get the food. And this is going to be a really big thing for people who are self-isolating or in lockdown and just trying to get food. The delivery people, maybe they're going to be the ones who are going to do it. Lots of restaurants doing pickup only. Lots of people signing up for the free restaurant online ordering system. I think we had more signups today for Frollo than we had in all of December, going absolutely completely nuts. So it's free. You'll get the customer email address. It links in with Stripe, that thing. So you'll get the money in a couple of days. Get the customer details. You get notified on an Epson TM82 printer, by email, on your computer or on your mobile phone. There's a pretty neat orders manager in there. Hey, look, it's cheap and cheerful, but if you're doing emergency takeout, which is what a lot of people are doing now, get on it or get on something. It's probably going to be difficult taking all of those phone calls. There's errors in transcription, all of that sort of stuff. This makes it all nice and automatic. So lots of people are getting on that, or just using whatever system is out there. But a lot of people are transitioning now to online ordering because that's the only thing that they can do, and they're trying to get some money in through the door. I know some people are just trying to wind down inventory. Others, trying to transition to something. And I think the two things that we need to be thinking about is, the short term. So what is it going to be like once the lockdown, if you can deliver or if people are able to come out and do pickup, what are the numbers going to be like? How many people are going to order from you? And if the supermarkets can't keep up with supplies, but you can, this is a fundamental opportunity for you. And I think you've got to be grabbing it, grab it with both hands. A lot of the stuff that we've been doing, I've been speaking to so many people today. It's been a big day. This is all about quick and dirty marketing. It's quick and dirty marketing, and that is because people are now leading quick and dirty lives. We're worried about, literally people are worried about toilet paper going to the toilet the next time because they can't get toilet paper, can't get meat. Milk was sold out as well, lots of things. So I really thought it was important to share with you what we see as working. And just looking at one of our Instagram posts, someone's written, "Grouse, I'm going to grab some on my way home tomorrow night." These campaigns, they are working now. I'm going to do the next podcast as a bit of an update. We'll give you more information about what's working, what isn't. I'm keen to hear, what you're seeing as what's working and what isn't. If there's anything, around the world that you're seeing, because I know we've got listeners all around the world, keen to sort of share. We are all in this together. We're trying to help as many restaurants stay open for as long as possible until the economy starts to tick up. And we're trying to, because once coronavirus is gone, we want there to be enough businesses out there so that, the economy can start getting kicked back into life. People can start emerging from hibernation and get on with their lives. That's what the trick is today. The big thing is, I know it's really hard. Just try and stay positive. Reach out to your customers. You'll be surprised. If you're a restaurant that's been around for a while, you'll be surprised as to what, the feelings that people have got and their willingness to help you. I put a post up on today on LinkedIn. It was a picture of a burger that I had from one of our customers and some vindaloo that we had ordered. And I did another one that's one of our Frollo customers. Just the reaction that got, driving people to think about their local restaurants, because if you don't order from your local restaurant, they're not going to be around when this is all over. So look, hey people, try and stay positive. Reach out if you need any help. That's about it. Big thing, the number one thing to take out is the fact that shortage, if your suppliers have got stuff, run with that. That's the big thing that we see is working today. That's about it. You have a glorious day and, well, have the best day that you can. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. See you all. Bye.
Want more customers for your restaurant, cafe or takeout? Every month, our marketing tools and information are used by thousands of restaurant owners just like you to help them find more customers and turn them into repeat customers. All of our tools and information is designed specifically for restaurant owners. We know you don't have a lot of time to spend marketing or learning complicated procedures, so our tools are quick and easy to use. If you're looking to increase your revenue and profits or want to work less hours, check out marketingforrestaurants.com.